them hit dogs hollering. They mad, they flagging, they blocking them. PC got the truth unpopular. Give me 100 red pills, I'm popping them. And when they speak on real shit is when we popping up. And you can hate all you want, ain't no stopping us. I know you mad, real mad, and you burning up. You gon' be sad looking bad if we turn it up. Real talk, got them hit dogs hollering. They mad, they flagging, they blocking them. PC got the truth unpopular. Give me 100 red pills, I'm popping them. And when they speak on real shit is when we popping up. And you can hate all you want, ain't no stopping us. I know you mad, real mad, and you burning up. You gon' be sad looking bad if we turn it up. You gon' be sad looking mad if we turn it up.
Why is it that 41-year-old Venus Williams, who chooses to remain a virgin until marriage, receives so much backlash for holding true to her values, while Rihanna, who gets pregnant by her boyfriend, not husband, gets all type of applause and congratulations? Why is it that we'll applaud that, but not an individual who chooses to stick to her standards? Why do we love applauding things that aren't in its rightful order and choose to demean that which is? Well, it's simple. This generation has slowly but surely taken God out of the equation, and a result, that which is good is bad, and that which is bad is good. Or that which is good is just old and traditional and outdated, and we just want to do our own thing. In this society.
So, 41-year-old virgin, huh? And y'all got to excuse the sweat. Just came back from the power walk. Y'all know how I do. With the leg weights on, through Inglewood. Y'all know. These only like 8 pounds or something like that, you know. But I'm finna actually invest in me a 70-pound weight vest so I can get it like that. But you know, God Mode, Ocho Solo, the Indigenous Nick Show. Back in this thing. Back in this thing. Back in this thing. One more time. What it do, YouTube? You know, with another pre-recorded video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just actually, been a while since I dropped something. So I decided to drop something. And you know, on my morning walk today, I saw something about one of the Venus or Serena Williams. I don't really remember which one at this point because I don't really keep up like that, I'll be honest. But basically, one of them is a 41-year-old virgin. I was reading a little article and yeah, she's saving it for marriage, you know. 41-year-old virgin. And people mad at her, you know. It's a lot of people that's congratulating her, a lot of people mad at her, you know. But I would just want to say this. The tradition of marriage, the biblical tradition of marriage, and how, you know, I don't know if Venus gonna hear this ever, you know, but this is a real sound explanation that a lot of people need in order to understand these traditions and these things that they participate in, such as marriage. You have to understand that it's actually a biblical tradition. So in the Bible, when they had the tradition of marriage, there were certain things that had to be in place in order for you to be married. And one of these things was, of course, virginity. So you needed to be a virgin in order for your husband to even want to marry you. Your purity needed to be intact in order for you to be a wife. Now, this is just facts. So a lot of women who want to be married and are not virgins, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to be a wife. You're going to be something else. This man might love you, might take care of you, but you're not a wife. You're something else. That's not the tradition of marriage. That's not the way it was set up in the Bible. When you read the Bible, like the setup is very, it's not like up for debate. Like the shit is concrete. You know what I'm saying? Like, so also the thing that really kills me though about Venus is that basically, okay, so she held her virginity for marriage, but did she let her father choose her suitors? Did she let her father choose her potential husband? Did she let the men in her family, her father, her parents choose the man that she was even looking at, or the men that she was even looking at to be a husband? I doubt that. So where do you follow one part of a tradition and not the other part of a tradition and expect a good result? I really want to know that, because you're going to get what you get. If you play stupid prizes, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And thinking that you could follow the tradition of marriage and not follow the tradition of marriage, but get all the good out of it, really what you're going to end up with is all the bad. Because I just don't see how you could be that slow, how you could be that just, how could you lack that much self-awareness? Like, because these traditions and these books that you're reading and these places that you're getting, these mentalities and these dreams, they all are there for you to read the tradition and understand it. So at the end of the day, when you are doing things and just so carelessly, like, your life is gonna be in shambles. You're gonna be lonely. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be miserable. You're gonna have questions. It's just what it is. It's not me trying to say that I'm perfect, because me personally, I have made choices that I wish I didn't make. I'm not trying to say that, oh, I wish this on anyone. I don't wish that no one doesn't get out of life what they want. I hope, my wish is that everybody get out of life what they want. But my also wish is that you have understanding and know that, hey, that it's certain traditions and you have to follow the tradition to get the results. Like, you can't skip steps. You can't expect for a miracle. You can't expect to be the, you know, the exception to the rule. You have to understand that if you want the results, you have to put the work in. You have to, you know, you have to really follow the guidelines. Like, and a lot of women are sad to say y'all not following the guidelines, but y'all expect those results. Like, you, just because you held your virginity do not mean that you was ever in a ballpark to ever be anybody's wife. That's not the end all be all of wife. Being a wife is not about you being a virgin. That's an important, crucial part. And if you're not a virgin, you can never be a wife. So I understand. But at the end of the day, still not it. It's still not the end all be all. You still have a lot of work to do. You still have a lot of understanding to understand. You still need to let the men in your family choose that husband, choose that potential suitor. You know, he still got your dad need to sign off on their paperwork. That's why a lot of these single mothers and a lot of these women with no man in their life and no father figure and all that stuff, it's sad, because you're not even ever gonna have a husband. I'm sorry to tell you, because you don't know what a man is. You don't know how to find a man. And we did all this time out on black women saying what a real man is, because at the end of the day, you don't know. You don't know. Like, you really gotta follow the tradition, learn the tradition. Like, a lot of y'all really want to have y'all cake and eat it too, and it's not gonna work. So at the end of the day, you not, like, if you don't know what a real man is, like, where do you get off saying what is a real man? I mean, it's sad to me, because as I'm looking and I'm really observing and I'm really analyzing and I'm seeing this world, and all I hear 9 times out of 10 is black women saying what a real man will do, what a real man won't do, what a real man is. And none of y'all got a real man at home. None of y'all had kids with a real man. All y'all arguing or disrespecting the men in your lives. I mean, like 70% of y'all, or at least probably 85% of y'all. Like, so how are you choosing these men? Like, I really want to know. You don't know what a man is. So stop. Just get that. Black women, BWs, need to get that out their vocabulary, out of their lexicon, out of all of anything they thinking of. When they thinking of anything logical, just don't say what a black man is, because you don't know. It's a mystery to you. You have proven this fact. You have proven it that you don't know. So I'm just like, it's sad, because this woman have, I don't want to say wasted her life, but I mean, she wasted her youth. Nobody want a 41-year-old woman as a wife. No man wants that. No man. I mean, I'm here to tell you, who want a 41-year-old wife? Even if virgin or not, nobody wants that shit. That's not youthful. That's not exuberant. That's not none of that. Like, what can you take this woman to experience? Like, what can you do for a 41-year-old virgin? Like, all, like, sex, but you're 41. It's like, it don't even compute to me. Like, to me, that's sad. That's not a good thing. Like, either way you look at it, it's not a good thing. Either way. So it's not a win situation. It's like both sides of the argument look bad. So if you the type of person who like, oh, she held her values and she didn't give in and she held true to herself and she had them Christian values and she did not let up and she held 41 years of virginity and woo, 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 you're wrong. Because she did not let her father, and you women do not let your fathers or the men in your family choose your potential husbands and suitors. Y'all disregard the opinion of these men. This is just fact. This is what I know. I'm a black man. I live in this community. I know what y'all doing. So don't go there with me. So that whole argument about she held this and held that, and she followed she didn't hold no values. Because if you don't hold the complete value, you're not holding the value. Just be 100 with it. Just speak up. I mean, that's all it is. Be 100. Stop being fake with it. Stop being taking everything as a joke and taking everything lightly. Because it's not. It's that deep. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit up here and play with God or the Most High or the universe or the Creator. You can't play with it. It's real. Like, so if you got that value in your mind of traditions and values and universal laws and principles or godly mind, and so you want to be a Christian and follow these values, but you can't choose ones to take out to follow. Follow all of them. It would behoove you to do so, because this stuff has been practiced for thousands of years in a certain tradition for a reason, for a result. Like, so, but you guys are disregarding the result for these temporary feelings and emotions, but then you actually living in a nightmare. The result that you're getting from tampering with these traditions that you playing with God and playing with the Most High and playing with the Creator and playing with the universe, the results in life that you're getting is a tragedy. And it's sad. So the education, that's why it says that my people perish for lack of knowledge, because knowledge or the lack thereof can destroy you. There are worse fates. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say there are worse fates, because there are. Because not having the proper understanding and knowledge and not conducting yourself in a proper manner has humongous consequences. So, I mean, for Venus and Serena Williams, I mean, they both can be viewed as a cautionary tale, because the father figure in their life was excellent. Even had a movie about this man. But both of their lives, you can look and say, wow, okay. So, not saying that they bad people. I'm not saying their life is terrible. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying you could look at it as a cautionary tale. That means you could learn something from it. You could take out, okay, make a better decision, make a better choice, a different choice for a better outcome, you know? And like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not those people. I'm not living their life. I'm not them. But what I do know is that you can't play with these traditions. You can't, you know, pick and choose how you want to follow a tradition. Either you is or you ain't at the end of the day. And she ain't. She ain't. Like, she might be a virgin, but she ain't a traditional woman. She ain't a biblically traditional woman. Do you get me? Do you hear me? Do you understand me? Those have ears that don't hear. Those have eyes and don't see. I'm trying to figure out, do you hear me? Are you on the same frequency of what I'm speaking to you? Because just because like, you have to follow the whole code. Like, you can't, it's just like if you enter in a password on your phone. You can't enter the first 3 digits right and the 4th and 5th one wrong and think you're going to get in. No, just because you followed the first parts of the tradition of your password, you got to complete the entire tradition in order for the phone to be unlocked. And that's what a lot of us are doing. That's what a lot of people are doing. They got the code number and they only put in the first 4 digits thinking they could change the last one and somehow they're going to get in. They're going to be unlocked. They're going to get into the kingdom. They're going to get into this lifestyle. They're going to get into this happiness. They're going to find this fulfillment that they're not going to find, because these traditions were set up thousands of years in advance to get a result. that you might not in your young age understand, or you might not at the time when you're picking and choosing what the things you want to like understand the consequences of the choices that you're making. But that does not omit the consequences from coming down the pipeline and busting you in your head and busting your ass, because that's what we seeing in this day and age. When you take the meaning and the understanding of the value from the people, this is what you get. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, it's nothing, like, like Tupac said, I was given this world, I didn't make it. And I have to always say that, because people think that for some reason, I think, you know, I get pleasure from knowing this. I get no pleasure from knowing or sharing this. I get pleasure from helping that I can educate and uplift the next person to make a better decision. But seeing somebody in that condition brings me no pleasure. Like, this is a millionaire woman. This is a successful woman from society standpoint. But within her own temple, you can see there is no success. There is no contentment. There is no happiness. There's no fulfillment. And we can see these from so many people. You know, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? These are things that have been taught to you in these traditions of these Bibles that you overlook just for the word, for a feeling, for an emotion. But see, you got to understand that these traditions, like, they have a result if you follow them to the T correctly, if you have understanding of them, and if you hold the true to them. Like, so women, don't think that you can hold your legs closed and be a virgin and all of this stuff, and you ain't let no 30-day rule. See, that's why you see all of these women got the 30-day rule, and they celebrities, they Maya, you feel what I'm saying? They it's so many beautiful sisters that I see every day. Like, now Rihanna is supposedly about to have a baby out of wedlock, you know, and she's pregnant, and you know what I'm saying? Tracee Ellis Ross, she don't have a man. I mean, like, but the thing is that they not following the traditions that they claim to be following. You got to understand that a lot of the traditions that they claim to be following, they're not following them fully. So you actually gonna get a worse result, because actually also in the Bible it says, I'd rather have you hot or I'd rather have you cold. If you be lukewarm, I spew you out of my mouth. Do you understand the relevancy what the universe was trying to speak to us in the biblical terms of that tradition when that was broken down to us? I'd rather have you hot or I'd rather have you cold. But if you lukewarm, I spit you out. That's nasty. I don't want no luke. You know, you got your nice cold beverage. You feel what I'm saying? That you drink that quench your thirst. You know what I'm saying? When you're hot, you get that ice water. It feel good. You get when you're cold, you get that hot cocoa or that hot chocolate or the hot coffee, and it warm you up, warm your insides up. Now, when the last time you drank something lukewarm? Spit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like, say that lukewarm shit, that lukewarm lifestyle, that half foot in, half foot out shit where, oh, I'm following a tradition where I'm a virgin, but I'm not gonna let my daddy and the men of my family pick the men that I deal with. That's some lukewarm shit, bullshit. And I'm here to tell you, it's gonna get you fucked up. Like, it's gonna get you lonely. It's gonna get you sad and lonely. It's gonna get you Maya. It's going to get you Tracee Ellis Ross. It's going to get you, I mean, I could just keep going. Like, this is not a game. You think these successful, beautiful women don't want no man? Half of them claim to be Christian. Then what's the problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the issue? It's that lukewarm living. It's that 30-day rule. It's that bullshit that you're doing, that you think that's sweeping under the rug. But the Creator, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the Most High, whatever you want to call it, the universe, these things cannot be avoided. These natural laws that are undefined are undefinable for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so real. It's so, you know. Well, this is an 18-minute video. I'm gonna let y'all go right now, because usually I don't go this long. But you know, it's It's that boy Ocho Solo, Indigenous Nick, back in his thing for one more video. You know, been a while, you know, like the video, subscribe, that's all I'm asking for. You know, just like and subscribe, that's it, you know, because this world crazy, boy. But, you know, God mode, over and out, red pill shit going down, as usual. And, hey, man, I'll catch you on the next video.